All right. Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great examples to his younger brothers. And peace and blessing salutations to the hopeful elect out there pushing his word in truth and in sincerity across the four winds. In the name of Yahweh Shem Shah, pushing to get up out there. Shalom to the hopeful elect, the believers, the listeners whom have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh Shem Shah. All right. So I want to do a lesson, responding to the beloved elder brother, all right, Ariala out of the Dallas camp. And he went into a lesson, going into that mindset, this is not a group home, okay, dealing with the camp. All right, so this is a lesson in response to that, going into grow up, man up, all right, because as we've been called in this faith, all right, this is a thing of men, and this is why the scriptures, matter of fact, let's get there real quick. Isaiah 46, all right, and 8, it says, remember this and show yourselves men. Bring it again to mind, O ye transgressors. Okay? So there's a requirement of us men as we come into the faith. You know, there's a change, there's an expectation, okay, as a being part of this thing. Because as men, all right, because we come from a society, where it's dominated by the matriarch. You come to our people, black culture, it's dominated by the matriarch, and a lot of men, never seen how men operate real time like that. You know, all they know is that their mothers, aunties, grandmothers, like the brothers in Nashville, the big three, your mama, your auntie, your grandmother, So as you come around, an establishment of men, it can be foreign, and we all, lacking, in particular areas when we come into this faith. But the truth requires us to grow in those areas where we lack. You see, the Bible is a book about manhood. All right, it's a book about rulership. It's a book about discipline, patience. Okay, practical wisdom with dealing with your day-to-day affairs. That this Bible puts us on game with everything, And one of the things that the Lord requires is us remember ourselves men. Okay, and you have brothers, that come in and they come into the camp, looking for their mama. All right, well, your mama's not here. We're not here to, all right, babysit you, pacify you, okay, solve your life problems. No, that's what your mother did. She fucked you up with that. This is not what this is about, okay? So there's a time where we help each other, and then there's a time where, hey, as men, you fall back and let brothers figure it out, man. Okay? Because this is not their group home. Okay? So when you think, you just come and lay your problems at the door and everybody in the group got to figure your problems out. No, it don't work like that. All right? There's a difference between helping, okay, and enabling. All right? And we're not here to continue, all right, enabling you, all right, the way that you've been enabled in the world. Okay? You're going to have to grow the hell up. You're going to have to man up. You have to figure that shit out. Okay? We men. You see, and as men, all right, hey, every man should know what needs to be done in their situation. Okay, so when you go to what is 1 Corinthians 13 and 11, it says, "When I was a child, I spake as a child. I understood as a child. I thought as a child. But when I became a man, I put away childish things. Okay, and there's a time in men's life to where you go from being a boy to a man, that boy mentality. Okay, because when you're a boy, all right, you don't know how nothing works. Okay, you're not proactive in anything. All right, you just here to enjoy the festivities. Okay, you just know that when it's time to eat, it's food there. You just know when it's time to go places, it's already provided for. All right, that's a boy mentality. You just along for the ride. Okay, you don't want to grab any. You don't want to grab any situation by the horns. Okay, you'd rather let that somebody else deal with responsibility and you pop up. When it's time to enjoy. Okay, everybody want to eat, but everybody don't want to go hunt. Okay, everybody want to party. You see, where everybody don't want to, all right, be on the front line. Hey, when it's time to be responsible for things, man. Okay, and this is not what this is about, because each brother, all right, hey, your situation is your kingdom right now. Whether you're a brother that's by yourself, whether you're a brother that has a family, whether you're a brother, you know, that has a big family, extended family, whatever your situation is, that's your kingdom that you have to manage and maintain. Okay, you can't. Every problem ain't a camp problem. Every problem that you have ain't a camp problem. Is the camp here to help? Absolutely. Is there power in numbers? Absolutely. Okay. There's a difference between being a crutch, okay, and being, a wheelchair for a brother. You just rolling this brother around, okay? Then that wheelchair become a lazy boy. And see, that's what happened to a lot of men in the world. They go from living off their mothers to living off some woman, okay, and think that their behavior is going to transfer into the camp. Nah, that shit got to stop, okay? You got to be responsible. You got to be proactive in your situation. You got to figure out solutions, man. Okay? And that's one thing about being a man. Men gotta prepare. You see, like I said in The Godfather, women and children can be careless. Men can't. Okay? Especially if you got people depending on you, like, nah, men gotta continue to make preparation, man. And being a man, most of your time is spent making preparations. Making preparation for this, making preparations for that. Okay? Making sure that's on point. Double checking this, triple checking that. Okay? Everybody wants to, Malak and King and all these titles, but then when it comes to being a man, you be lacking. Okay? My problems shouldn't be the problems of the camp. They're my problem. I made certain decisions. You see? And if you want to keep making poor decisions, cool. Make this shit a camp thing. Don't make your poor decision a camp thing. Keep that shit over there, man. Okay? However you don't want to listen, you want to run it how you want to run it, cool. But don't come to the camp with your shirt toe off, one shoe on, talking about, brothers pray for me when you ignore all counsel, did what you wanted to do, got them poor ass results. And you keep doing the same goddamn thing. Okay? Nah, man, you got to grow up. That's child shit. You see? Just doing shit, not caring about the consequences. Okay? Reckless shit. That's the shit the woman do. Just be reckless and just know that it's a safety net somewhere to catch you, man. Nah, man. And we as men, we can't enable brothers, man. Sometimes you gotta catch yourself like, nah, this brother gotta figure this shit out, man. Because what'll happen, you'll create a monster, man. Because Eve already made most Jakes a goddamn monster, man. Spoiled, all right, unskillful, no get up and go, no dog in them, okay? Entitled, feel like hey, people are entitled to help him with his poor decision making. Nah, man, that's the shit that the nigga woman do, man. Okay? Nah, man, hey, the Lord is raising up men. And I got an account, because you go into King David's situation. Let's get this in 2 Samuel 12 and I started in 7. Now, this is when King David, all right, when he committed adultery, and he had, Bathsheba's husband Uriah, killed, put him on the front line. Okay, so this is Nathan coming to check him about it. All right, this is 2 Samuel 12 and 7. And Nathan said to David, "Thou art the man, thus said the Lord power of Israel. I anointed thee king over Israel and delivered thee out of the hand of Saul and gave thee thy master's house and thy master's wife, wives into thy bosom, and gave thee the house of Israel and Judah. And if thou had been too little, all right, if they had been too little, I would moreover have given unto thee such and such things. Wherefore hast thou despised the commandment of the Lord to do evil in his sight? Thou hast killed Uriah the Hittite with the sword, and hast taken his wife to be thy wife, and hast slain him with the sword of the children of Ammon. Now therefore the sword shall never depart from thine house, because thou hast despised me, and hast taken the wife of Uriah the Hittite to be thy wife. Thus said the Lord power, behold, I will raise up evil against thee out of thy own house, and I will take thy wives before thine eyes and give them unto thy neighbor, and he shall lie with thy wives in the sight of this son. Okay? So King David caught hell behind his decision, man. He had to deal with it. Okay? It was his decision, and he had to deal with this shit. Okay? And he couldn't forward this on to anyone else. And that's why you had, when you go to verse 15, because the Lord was dealing with David based on what he did. The Lord deal with us based on, all right, the Lord chastised us individually, man. And it's on us to deal with this. Okay? Like I say, you can't bring everything to the camp, man. And when you're a man and you're not making preparations, now everything is a crisis that happened to you, man, because you're never making preparations, man. You're just floating around. Your mindset is somebody going, brothers ain't gonna let me just, no. You can't have that mentality, man. You know, you gotta make preparations, and it's the reason why everything becomes a crisis in your life because you're not making preparations, man. All right, a man has to be prudent, have foresight, understand, well, look, this can happen, and you have things in place. You call contingency plans. You see, that's what women do. They just make these one-tier plans. The shit go bad, now it's a crisis. As a man, you gotta have contingency plans, man. If this happened, this in place. If this happened, this in place. Okay? If this happened, this in place. Now, the Lord still can have us in a situation to where he just wants us to suffer, and he, hey, put us in that furnace. Okay? And we don't want to stay in the furnace unnecessarily because of poor preparation, man, as men. Okay? That's the responsibility of being a leader. All right? When everyone's asleep, you up making preparation. Okay? When everybody chilling and kicking it, you making preparation. Then every now and then you get to chill and kick it with them. But for the most part, it's constantly making preparations and doing what needs to be done. Looking in the future, man, being prudent. Okay? And as men, we gotta be prudent in our situations, man. Okay? So when you read 2 Samuel 15, now this is when Absalom, okay, begins to politic against his father, King David. And you have a civil war getting ready to brew. Okay, now this is the accountability that King David had, because he understood that all this was happening because of his decision making. Okay, so King David had the mind to do what? Verse 2 Samuel 15 and 13. And there came a messenger to David saying, the hearts of the men of Israel are after Absalom. And David said unto all his servants that were with him at Jerusalem, arise and let us flee, for we shall not escape from Absalom. Make speed to depart, lest he overtake us suddenly and bring evil upon us and smite the city with the edge of the sword. So you read this in the NLT. Then we must flee at once, or it will be too late. David urged his men, hurry if we get out of the city before Absalom arrives. Both we and the city of Jerusalem will be spared from disaster. So King David knew, I need to leave Jerusalem because this is my shit. Okay, I don't want a civil war to break out and innocent people get killed based on my shit. So King David like, look, we finna get in the wilderness, man. He left his estates. Okay, he had to take the embarrassment that came with that. You know that he had to leave Jerusalem. You see, but he understood that was on him. Okay, he understood that this on me. I got to bear this. Okay, and how was shot. He understood. Hey, when the disciples kept falling asleep, he understood. Like, look, he said, sleep on. I got to bear this. Okay, it was something Yahweh shot. He knew. All right, hey, going back to Adam as king, he knew what it was. He's like, no, I got to bear this. You know, I can't ask them to stay up. This on me. You know, and he had to bear that cross. Okay, we all got our crosses. We got to bear, man. You know, and the scriptures go into that. Matter of fact, let's get that in Luke, man. You see, but King David had the mindset like, nah, man, this on me. You know, I can't put this burden on the city. It's my decision making, man. And we know when we, especially when we done something, okay, like damn, you know what I'm saying? You gotta eat that as a man. You gotta eat shit. You know, you gotta take losses, man. Okay. Hey, when you got certain situations, man, you got people working for you, man, and you might not even make no money on the job, man. That you gotta still pay your workers, man. That ain't their fault that you didn't do your business right, man, and didn't make no money. They gotta be paid. You took those men from their families. You gotta pay them men. Okay, that's that you gotta bear that burden, man. Everybody wanna be this boss and all this, but they don't wanna deal with responsibilities, man. Sometimes don't make nothing. Sometimes the boss lose. Okay, but the people, if you got people under you, you gotta make sure they straight, man. Okay, so this is the mentality that Yahweh Shai is raising up in us as men. Okay, yes, we're gonna have shortcomings, and some brothers, hey, you gonna need help, man. We all in a situation where, hey, we're gonna need to be helped. Okay, but we're not here to make the camp. Okay, uh, uh, um, we're not here to be an unnecessary burden into the camp, man. You know, you making it a habit to your rent is the tithes. That's normal for tithes to pay. Nah, man, you can't move like that, man. You know, you should be in a position to where, hey, because everybody, we want to be in a position where everyone can help according to their portion, man. You know, and I say you're gonna have shortcomings and hard times. Sometimes the Lord jack your situation up, man, to where you know, he just through. Okay, but the Lord want to see us fight out those situations, man, as men. Okay, it's not for us to just be through and stay there. Nah, the Lord want to see us fight out those situations, man. You know, and you women too, man. Like you women make all these poor ass decisions and think, you know what I'm saying? You come into the congregation and the congregation supposed to absorb your poor ass decision making. Hell no, that's your shit. Okay? Your past situations and all this shit, that chaos and shit that you got going on, that's your shit. Okay? We're not here to absorb that. We're here to build in the spirit to teach. You see? Because we don't want to make it to where, the camp is so occupied with our shit that now we can't even build in the spirit like we need to. Because it's always, every situation we got is a crisis. They got to get the whole camp involved in every little situation. Nah, man, we here to build. This is a business. We're doing something. We're growing. Okay, there's things to be researched. There's things to be investigated. All right, we're watchmen. There's things that need to be reported. Okay, we're working, man. Okay, we're toiling. We're working for the king. You see, our shit that's in the background. We need to be proactive in handling that shit. Okay, and there's a grace period to where, hey, okay, this brother, then you gotta start growing up. Okay, and we all maturing. There's always another level of maturity to get to, man. Okay, no one has it figured out. Okay, fully, but we're figuring it out, man, and growing. This is Luke 14, and uh, 27 it says, and whosoever, all right, uh, yeah, Luke 14 and 27, and whosoever doth not bear his cross, well, I started 26, start 25, it said Luke 14:25, and there went great multitudes with him, and he turned and said unto them, if any man come to me and hate not his father and mother and wife and children and brethren or sisters, yeah, and his own life also, he cannot be my disciple, man. This thing is about Yahweh Shai, not about our problems. And, you know, every brother that had to be, we all that had to be outcasts in the family. We all had to choose Yahweh Shai over people. Okay, that's a part of it, man. They come with it. Okay, we all got strained relationships. We all got certain things that we had to sacrifice, man. Okay? We all had to deal with loss. Okay? And still have the care of the churches, as the scriptures say, man. Apostle Paul. When he was going through his things, okay? He still was bearing the cross and the care of the churches, man. He was on the run, shipwreck, you know, fasting, you know, didn't know where his next meal was coming from, but still writing these letters, edifying the church, man. Okay? The Lord still require us to hold down our lot in the truth, man. The shit in the background, that's our shit. Okay? But when it comes to our office, the Lord requires us to show up to the office every day, man, and put out. Okay? Y'all shot not hear that, he don't want to hear that shit. Okay? Nah, man, do you love this ministry above it? You love your house shot above everything or everything else? And then your house shot, man. Every brother got to make that decision. Man up and make that decision, man. Okay? There's another thing as men, we can't be letting our families run us, man, all over the place, man. Nah, man. We see them when we see them, man. We handling business, man. Okay? We're not here to be on the hop for every goddamn body, man. Okay? We got our responsibility. Okay? And that's another thing as we grow and being men, we learn how to handle business from a distance, man. You know how to put things in place where everybody's straight from a distance. Then you good. You don't have to be up under people to take care of them, man. Okay, they call Winslow spirit, man. Okay, trying to maintain their status as favorite nephew or favorite son. Hey, damn all that, man. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. Okay, we give that energy to your house shot. Okay, the scriptures say you don't give, your wife, your children, and all these things power over you, man. Okay, because hey, we understand our people run you raggedy, man. Okay, and run you to the ground and step over you, try to find someone else to run to the ground, man. Nah, man, you gotta put your foot down in this thing as a man. Like, nah, man, I'm not doing that. I'm not gonna be there. Okay, no, I ain't got time. Okay, I'm busy, occupied. Okay, and after a while, people see right that this nigga ain't going. And they'll figure it out. Your family, they gotta figure it out, man. Speaking on their perspective, you gotta man up in them situations, man. Okay? Can't nobody call me back to back to back to back, man. No, we're not doing. If I don't answer the first time, okay, I'll call you, okay, first two times at the most, man. But calling me back to back to back and all this old shit, man, look, man, we're not doing that. Okay? Everybody will try to put their problems in your lap and walk off and go live their life while you try to sort their problems out. No, man, we not doing that. Okay? You gotta figure that shit out. Alright? You come tell me about it, and it's a certain point that I don't like to hear all them goddamn sob stories, man. I'm not the brother with the shoulder to lean on. I don't have a titty to put in your mouth, man. Okay? What are your solutions? You don't have any solutions. Look, go figure that shit out, man. Okay? I'm around brothers. I'm celebrating your house shot, man. I'm celebrating the brotherhood, man. The shit I got going, fuck it. I figure it out. The Lord guide me through it. Certain things you talk to brothers. But even with that, it's still solution minded, man. Okay? You don't want to be a brother every time you come around, it's this goddamn blues album, man. We kicking it, we celebrating prophecy, man. Trump going crazy, the AI coming in, man. Okay, everything according to prophecy is happening, man. I'm rejoicing, man. Damn these little problems I got, man. Okay, shit, you know. I drive. Hey, you got a car? Cars break down. Save money before it break down. Okay. Hey, we know these things, man. Unexpected expenses happens. Put some money up for the unexpected expenses, man. This shit ain't rocket scientists, man. This ain't nuclear physics. You see, these things happen. Okay. As y'all say, you don't want to be the brother every time you come around. It's a goddamn blues album, man. That's why I want to hear that shit all the goddamn time, man. And especially the same goddamn thing you ain't did nothing about, man. Okay? Stop complaining about Eve. You gonna leave or not? Shut the hell up. Okay? What you expect from Eve? Eve showed you all she can be. Okay? The niggas at the job, the niggas never gonna change. Okay? Make something happen. You really sick of this shit. One thing about them, somebody really sick of something, they gonna make some changes, man. You know? That's another thing. You see, brothers, hey, you not fed up with that shit. That's another thing. When you complain and not doing nothing, you really ain't fed up with that shit. Okay? You just want some background singers to your complaining, but you really ain't fed up with that shit, man. And I'm speaking from my experience with me. You know, when I say the worst thing we can do is play victim, man. Nah, man. We gonna nah, man. Okay. Hey, we make moves, man. As men, hey, you got the men. You make shit happen, man. That's the thing of being a man. Man, you gotta go make shit happen, man. You got people depending on you as men. They don't want to hear them goddamn excuses, man. Okay? When people depend on you, they want results. They don't want to hear them goddamn excuses, man. Okay? So, reading this, Luke 14:27, and it says, and whosoever doth not bear his cross and come after me cannot be my disciples, man. So we got to bear our own cross, man. We all got our own personal situation. Yahushua said we shall drink of this cup. So we got to drink of the cup. It's our cup to drink. You see, when you go to Micah, and everybody cup different. You see, and of course, like I say, brothers are here because you got expertise, so you got counsel. You can come get counsel, man. But the counsel should add to solutions that you already are having in place, man. Or you might have a brother that's an expertise or something. You go ask that brother, you know. But guess what? It's still on us to execute, even when we get the counsel. Okay? Because we have access to all this wisdom to where we go get the wisdom. But then, as men, we should do what we need to do to get the resources and free ourselves up to execute on the wisdom that we got from the council, man. Okay? It's not on the brother, it's not a brother responsibility to figure out a 12-step program for our situation, man. Nah, man, we gotta figure these things out as men. Okay? Um, let's get this in well, I was gonna go. Let's get this in Galatians chapter 6. All right, this is Galatians 6 and 2. Galatians 6 and 2. It says, bear ye one another's burdens and so fulfill the law of Hamashiach. Okay? Going back into it because go it's gonna go into the other side of the spectrum. So when we bear one another's burdens, okay, that doesn't mean put yourself in a bind, okay, helping the brother. That means that you assist the brother as he's fighting in his situation. Okay? because you brothers, we don't want to be no dead weight to where brothers got to drag all our weight in the situation. No, brothers aid us, okay, as we fight through our situation. Okay, the scriptures say that. Let's get there real quick. Get a couple more. Um, I think that's Sirach 14. Mhm. Yep, this is Sirach 14 and 14. No, 13. Sirach 14 and 13. It says, do good unto thy friend before thou die, and according to thy ability, stretch out thy hand and give to him. So we help according to our ability, man. You know, because we don't want to put ourselves in a bind as we help. You know, because now you got to draw another brother in to help you. Okay, so now this one person problem is having a ripple effect throughout the camp. Okay, now man, we want to limit those things, man, to where look we can assist the brother. See, the Lord ultimately intervenes. As long as we're fighting, the Lord gonna intervene, man. Okay, but this goddamn emoji, you know, you got this emoji spirit to where your situation chaotic and you just sitting here like this. Nah, man, that shit ain't gonna get it. Nah, man, you gotta fight in these situations. Like I said, the Lord intentionally put us in situations. That's his father chastening his son. That's what fathers do, man. Fathers challenge their sons, man. Okay? Fathers put their sons in challenging situations and their sons gotta fight out of it, man. Okay? That's how the Heavenly Father deal with us, man. Okay? So we've been put in situations and we gotta fight our way out of it, man. We got the resources needed. Okay? Because even when we're fighting in our situations based in faith, it's not of our own. The Lord intervenes. Every situation that I've been in, you know, the Lord God has guided me through, man. You know, because the Lord, you know, He tests our patience, He tests our obedience, He tests our faith, man. Okay, but it comes from us. All right, you know, fighting. Okay, so when you go here back to Galatians 6:1, it says, "Bear you one another's burden, and so fulfill the law of Mashiach. For if a man think himself to be something where he is nothing, he has deceived himself. But let every man prove his own work, and then shall he have rejoicing in himself alone, and not in another man." Because we gotta do the research, man. We gotta look into things, man. We gotta spend that time into looking into things, man. Okay, the time that we have, all right, off camera, okay, we gotta invest that time back into us, man, in the spirit. We got it's a toil going into these things and researching these things, man. It's a toil investigating and watching it, you know, being in the loop of what's going on. That's a labor. Every man is responsible for doing that himself, man. So when we get together as a camp, everybody got something to add to the pot, man. Everybody got something to bring. All right. Everybody got a wisdom to add to the edification, man, based on their own personal toiling and laboring, man. Okay. Verse 5. It says, "For every man shall bear his own burden." Okay. So we all got to bear our own burdens in this thing, man. Okay. My situation, what I got going on, I got to bear that. Okay. If I gotta work 12, 13 hours a day to handle my situation, still gotta maintain my lot in the camp. That's what I gotta do for the moment. Okay? I gotta work 6 days a week, 7 days a week sometime, man, to maintain certain situations, man, to get myself out of a situation, man. That's what I gotta do. But I still got my obligation to the camp, my obligation to Yahweh Shemal Shot. Okay? I still got that gotta be taken care of, man. While I'm handling whatever I got in the background, man. You know? And a lot of times brothers won't even know what I got, man, because there ain't no sense of talking about it. Shit. You know what I'm saying? Being more action. You know, lately I just been more about action, man. Ain't no sense of talking about, you know, I think I had to spend this much, that much. It is what it is, man. You know, the money is a defense. I just be thankful that the resources were there for me to do what I need to do, man. You know, pop a bottle and talk about the downfall of Babylon, man. You know, well, that's my little shit. The Lord got me to where I can handle it, man. You know, so that's the point. Just wanted to get into that. Like I said, it was laying back off the brother, uh, Elder Ariala out of GMS Dallas camp. So Lord will you brothers, all right, and you sisters edified once again. I'm gonna give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kakadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great examples to his younger brothers. And peace and blessed salutations, hopefully, shalom.